China, or rather China's military, the CCP, have fielded their first AI weapons, unmanned robotic guns. Well, I don't fancy that much at all. This is a threat to all men, all women, and all Pikachus. AI weapons from China, ladies, gents, and Pikachus, so let's talk about it. Fact. This threat is not like any other threat that we have previously faced or that we know about. Fact. Technology is the ultimate power scaler. It's a balancer, a leveler. It brings the big and the small to balance through the use of innovation. Fact. It's unethical, at best, without the discussions that we haven't yet had. So what can we do about the incoming Johnny 5 look-alike weapons from China? Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Look how similar they are. They can't even build original robots. So anyway, if they were to send one of these things in a stealth mode or drop it off in the water and have it swim, so that spot I've marked there, that would impact all of the CCP's main local enemies at the same time, and they could actually deny knowledge. Think about it, they could set up something which travelled to these spots here where these nuclear power plants are, and there's actually a fault line in the ground, and set them off, causing a nuclear devastating event, an apocalyptic nuclear event. This is all speculation, of course, but that's where it has to begin, because they deny everything. And look what is popping up in their news. AI suggesting thousands and thousands of new, usable, possibly will be used weapons in future that are completely illegal, that we are not allowed to have. And we know what America are currently doing and Britain are currently doing. They're arguing about whether they should have a break, whether they should stop doing this. It's like, no, we need to redouble. Look at what our enemies are doing with it. They are actually using AI to make strategic decisions based on data they pulled from America, because America's better. So they're copying America's military tactics and then, tweaking them to use back against us. Yes, us, the civilians, who don't have AI tools or weapons. We've just got household goods and groceries we can chuck. So what are we going to do? We should worry about this the most.
As close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center, you can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now, raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way!
I remember exactly where I was on the TV I was watching when I saw this footage. And even then I wasn't sure. I thought, this looks half real and half fake. I don't know what to believe. And that was without AI technology. So imagine with AI technology and a real disaster against a real enemy, the kind of havoc that China could achieve. So while it might look like they're being friendly and being happy to sneak off round the corner, I think we need to investigate more thoroughly whether they have actually, whether they are still a threat or not. Because if they sneak up on us, we'll have no one to blame but ourselves. Considering that most of the investment money is ours. It's coming from the West. The West is driving this innovation and driving the investment. And then it's going to be used against us. So where do we go from there? To begin with, we have to cover our back better than we are now. We have to stop giving away opportunities. When sharks are in the pool, the number one rule is you don't bleed. And that's what we're doing. We're bleeding in front of the biggest shark this nation, in fact the West, has ever known or will ever know. So we need to do more, personally, individually, to defend against this kind of thing. We are not made of pieces that can be replaced. We are not robots. If we die, we die. We have souls, freedom. We have free will. We can do whatever we like. And that's half the problem. We've been too generous and too tolerant of too much crime and too much evil. Plagues and stuff coming out of factories. Why don't we talk about this and giving robots guns? Is this really what we should do? Now that we know that this is happening? I beg to differ. So, in conclusion, I think the first thing we need to do is immediate personal veto on anything coming out of China. Do not buy anything Chinese or that could be funding the CCP in any way. Change your internet like I did. Change your gas and electric like I did. Change the stuff in your front room. Get a new TV. It's going to cost you money. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have empty pockets than an empty soul. I'd rather have, peace of mind and be poor than be rich and vaporized. And judging by the progress and the direction that the CCP have decided to take, corrupting politicians and people of influence in the Western sphere as well to try and ensure that this goes through. We, as individuals, as always, need to be the front line of defence against this and be sensible and think of ourselves. So I hope that gave you something to think through and enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. So behave until then. Look out for any suspicious looking AI weapons. Make sure you duck. Bye now. Bye.